Hey everybody, Sexy Matt the Pharaoh Wizard here. So it's once again that time of year where I'm going to give you all my predictions for everything from Marvel for the next coming year. I usually did 2 years in previous videos like this, but we're getting so much that I'm just going to do 1 year. I skipped last year because of the pandemic and everything got pushed. So this is my first time doing this in over a year, but it's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot to do. So I'm going to go through the movies that we're getting this year, and then I'm going to go through the Disney Plus shows, because we're getting a lot. It's very interesting, very cool. So let's just dive right into it.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
So the first movie that we're getting this year is the long-awaited follow-up to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So the nitty-gritty is it's going to be directed by Sam Raimi, who of course did the Evil Dead series as well as the Spider-Man series. It'll be starring Benedict Slapdyback as Doctor Strange once again, Benedict Wong as Wong, Chiwetel Ejiofor as Baron Mordo, Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch, and introducing Xochitl Gomez as America Chavez. So this is the summary that I found online. So, following the events of Spider-Man No Way Home and the first season of Loki, Doctor Strange casts a forbidden spell that opens the door to the multiverse, including an alternate version of Strange whose threat to humanity is too great for the combined forces of Strange, Wong, and the Scarlet Witch. So yeah, a lot going on here. We obviously got a full trailer for this already. It's very exciting, very interesting stuff. So obviously this is almost a direct sequel to Spider-Man No Way Home. Obviously he opened up the multiverse, but he did close it. But obviously we saw maybe that didn't quite take, and he's going to need the help of the Scarlet Witch and America Chavez to do that. Now America Chavez has the power to jump between different realities, and then of course Scarlet Witch has, you know, the power to bend reality. So there's lots of nods and theories that we're going to see the Fox X-Men in this, and we might see the Illuminati. We kind of get that hint in the trailer. So yeah, I don't really know what more to add to this. It's very up in the air, very interesting. I don't think we're gonna get the Fox X-Men. Maybe a nod towards them, but not really. I think this is going to sum up the multiverse stuff once and for all. Kind of like how Spider-Man, they're like hinting like it's opening up the multiverse. I think this is gonna just settle it once for all. That's my main prediction for this. And yeah, some really cool stuff. Not sure what to add, but this is very exciting.
Thor, Love and Thunder.
So coming up in July, the 4th Thor movie and the first Marvel character to get a 4th movie, Thor, Love and Thunder. So Taika Waititi is back once again to direct. He is the first person to return to direct a Thor movie. It'll have Chris Hemsworth, of course, as Thor, Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, Natalie Portman as Jane Foster, the entirety of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and will be introduced to Christian Bale playing Gore the God Butcher. So the summary that I found was an astrophysicist and Thor's ex-girlfriend who's undergoing cancer treatment while becoming the superhero, the mighty Thor, and gaining similar powers to Thor. So I'm going to keep my guesses on this to be about the same as what I did last time. I think we're going to see Thor Thoring around the universe with the Guardians of the Galaxy, just having a good old time. He's going to get word that Jane Foster's gotten sick. He's going to go see her. In this time, Gore's going to attack and almost beat the crap out of Thor, almost kill him. And then the power of Thor will be moved to Jane Foster, where she becomes the mighty Thor, beats him up. But then I think the power will go back to Thor. I don't think we're going to see continuing of Jane Foster as the mighty Thor. I think this is going to set up some things in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 that we'll be getting in a couple years. And I think this is, you know, going to be more of the mystic realms and stuff, and a lot more space madness. I think we're going to get some really cool stuff. Taika Waititi always does a great job. Thor Ragnarok was pretty good, so I'm excited for this. This should be very cool. I'm excited to see Jane Foster back, and yeah, Thor's the last of the original Avengers, still like getting his own thing. So this is very exciting and very cool.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Alright, so I think the one that raises the most question, the final Marvel movie of 2022, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Now, this will be once again directed by Ryan Coogler. It'll be starring Lupita Nyong'o, as Nakia, Danny Guerrera as Okoye, Martin Freeman as Everett Ross, Lawita Wright as Shuri, and we're going to be introduced to Dominique Thorne, who's going to be playing Riri Williams, or Ironheart, who is eventually going to get her own Disney Plus show down the line that they already announced. There's no summary for this. It's totally up in the air. No one really knows what's happening. There's all sorts of on-set craziness that they're kind of dealing with, and just a lot of weirdness. And of course, you know, the death of Black Panther was terrible, Chadwick Boseman. And so, yeah, we'll see how they continue this. Is Shuri going to take over the mantle? I definitely don't think Ironheart is. I think it's going to be interesting because it's going to be showing once again how Disney Plus shows are actually tying into the movies. Like, obviously, Multiverse of Madness will be getting Scarlet Witch, and it'll be taking place after WandaVision, so she'll have her new power set. So if you haven't seen WandaVision, you won't understand how she got to that point. And yeah, this will be introducing Ironheart, who will be getting her own show. So kind of interesting, crazy stuff. Very cool to see. Can't wait to see what they do with this. I don't really know what my predictions are going to be. It's just going to be what it is, and it's going to be cool.
Moon Knight.
Alright, so I'm going to quickly run through the shows that we're going to get, because one, we're getting 4 Disney Plus shows, plus a season 2 of Loki and a season 2 of What If. And most of these are going to kind of have the same, my same kind of general predictions. So yeah, the first show we're going to get is coming up real quick, and it'll be the first thing from Marvel in 2022, and that's going to be Moon Knight. So basically Mark Spector, a mercenary who suffers from dissociative identity disorder, is drawn into a deadly mystery involving Egyptian gods with multiple identities such as Stephen Grant. So this is going to be the Moon Knight origin. I really think the Disney Plus is going to do the origins of stuff, and then the movies will be for bigger events rather than, you know, we're not going to see too many origin movies anymore. I think all the origins are going to take place on Disney Plus. So yeah, it's going to be the origins of Moon Knight. I don't really know what more to add there. And yeah, he's got some Egyptian powers sometimes. Sometimes he just beats guys up. But he's a pretty cool guy. It's a very interesting character for Disney to take on and for Marvel to use. So it'd be very cool.
She-Hulk.
So after that, we don't know when we're getting it, but we're getting She-Hulk. It's going to have Hulk in it, it's going to have Abomination in it, and it's going to have Tatiana in it. Once again, it's going to be She-Hulk's origin story. The general origin in the comics is that she is Bruce Banner's cousin. She gets in a car accident. Bruce gives her a blood transfusion of his own blood, and that gives her Hulk powers. But unlike the Hulk, she keeps her mental faculties while she is hulked, and she's not as big, at least until the most recent run of Avengers, where she did get all huge. But besides that, she's a lawyer, so that might leave some availability for saying Matt Murdock. come in. And yeah, we're gonna have the Abomination back from Incredible Hulk from way back in the start of the MCU. And yeah, I think we're just gonna get some more origin.
Ms. Marvel.
Again, another show we're getting, Miss Marvel. Camilla Khan, a fan of the Avengers, particularly Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, struggles to fit in until she gains her own powers. So this, once again, will just be the origin of Miss Marvel, who has stretchy powers, at least in the comics. Now, this one is a little more interesting because in the comics, she's an Inhuman. And although the Inhumans are in this universe, because the Inhumans show is in this universe, they don't really like to mention it. So will the Inhumans count? Will she even be an Inhuman, or will they rewrite that? I don't know. That's going to be the interesting part for me, is seeing if they tie this into the Inhumans show, or if they just glaze right over that and just have her be an Inhuman, or will they just not have her be an Inhuman at all and change her entire origin? They could go either way with this. Obviously, she's not a huge, main end character. Like, a lot of people like her, and I enjoy her as a character as well. But I don't think if you remove the Inhuman part of her origin, that it will make much of a difference. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this.
Secret Invasion.
So finally, we'll get Secret Invasion. A sect of shape-shifting aliens, the Skrulls, have infiltrated all aspects of life on Earth. Essentially, this isn't going to be the Secret Invasion comic as much as it's going to be, this is the Nick Fury show. We're going to get Nick Fury, we're going to get Maria Hill, we're going to get Mad Mikkelsen's Skrull character from Captain Marvel. And I think this is going to be more of a mystery-based thing, and kind of like, some infiltrating stuff, and it might have some wider effects on the universe, but I really think this is going to be just the Nick Fury show, and let Samuel L. Jackson really, live up to his potential and do his thing. So I don't know if they've announced anything else interesting out of that, but yeah, could be very cool. So that's everything from Marvel. Like I said, we'll also get a Loki Season 2. I don't really know what to predict on that. And What If Season 2, that there's literally no way to predict what If's going to be. But yeah, we're getting a whole lot of stuff from Marvel. What is that, like 9-10 things from Marvel this year? So it'll be interesting to see where we go. The Disney Plus shows have been amazing. I'd like to see them intermix more of the Netflix stuff. They started, bringing in Daredevil and stuff. I think Jessica Jones would work really well in She-Hulk if they bring her back. We can get some more Luke Cage and Iron Fist going. Could be some cool stuff. Like I said, I think they're going to start using the Disney Plus as their springboard for the Origins, so we won't get Origin movies anymore. Movies will be for like the big events, and like the smaller stories will be on Disney Plus. I think that seems to be where they're going with it, and it could be interesting. I'm interested to see where it goes, and so yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What movie are you most interested for, and what TV show are you most interested for? Let me know, and until next time, I'm Sexy Matt the Pharaoh Wizard. Hold on to your hold slots.